All right, we are live, and yeah, it's totally my fault tonight why we're late. So let's just roll with this. Let's go into this. Two men in a room with technical difficulties. How you doing tonight, co-host?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm Vernell, also I'm from Orlando. I have a question. I have a question
Sure. He's also
because I know
the
you.
nicest man in Orlando.
Right. So
Right. Go.
I just moved on Cimarron, as
Mm,
you know, and now I don't know nobody out here. Nobody. I see
okay.
my neighbors that's two doors down from me, and all we do is speak for the last 2 weeks. So I didn't know his name. He don't know my name. So I get a knock on my door at 3 o'clock in the morning
Mm-hmm.
asking for me to give him a jump. If you move somewhere, would you aggravate somebody or disrupt somebody's sleep to ask for a jump when you don't know nobody?
Not at 3 in the morning. I mean, that's
Right,
like 3 in the afternoon, maybe, but not 3 in the morning.
correct. So I'm like, you don't know me, I don't know you. We see each other and
Mm-hmm.
we just speak. That's it, that's all. What make you think you can knock on my door at 3 a.m. to ask for a jump for work?
He wants to be friendly.
No, 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 no. You be friendly in the daytime, not 3 o'clock in the morning, because
Uh huh.
I be so serious when it comes to my sleep. So it's just crazy because I wouldn't have the guts to knock on someone's door for a jump. I just have to call out from work or hey, you got Uber now, you got Lyft, whatever the case may be.
Well, if he
I,
doesn't
I,
have
I
money
just
for a battery, he doesn't have money for Uber. So he's
I
just
mean
trying to ride that thing into the ground right now.
I get it, but you disturb someone else because of that.
Well, he thought you were buddies and he figured he'd take a freebie right now and go with that.
So how you think? Okay, so the buddies, we're not buddies because we're just neighbors.
Okay.
And he did say, "Hey, I'm I'm such and such. What's your name?" And I told him. He was like, "I really appreciate you doing this for me, but I'm trying to figure out where you say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna knock on his door and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't get it because I wouldn't have the nerve to do that.
Well, see, this is why you don't meet your neighbors. Never meet your neighbors.
Listen, when someone see me and they speak, I'm gonna speak. That's it. We haven't had a friendly conversation, nothing like that.
Did you put a welcome sign, a welcome mat out?
Nope, nope, nope.
No, no mat. Okay.
'Cause
See,
all
that's
I heard
that.
was a
That's the
go
trick.
ahead.
Try to make your house look like nobody's even living there. So you keep the shades closed all the time. Don't put a welcome mat out. Don't put anything out on the patio or the porch. And just make it look like no one ever lives there.
Well,
You
first of all,
never get
there's
broken into. You never
ain't
get
nothing on
messed
my
in.
porch. There's
So,
nothing on my patio. My vertical blinds, they stay closed at all times.
mm,
So like I say, when we pass each other, we just say, hey, and that's it. That's all. No conversation, no nothing. I don't know nothing about him. He don't know anything about me. So I just can't build the guts to knock on someone's door 3 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, I have jumping cables. I just really need to jump because I need to get to work.
mm.
And I understand it's important for you to get to work, but you don't know your neighbor to do that.
Well,
So
it's not important
my
for
question to
you.
you, my
Yes.
question to you,
Yes.
if
Go ahead.
that happened to you, what would you have done?
I probably wouldn't even woken up. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper from what I've been told.
No, I'm a
So
light sleeper. I'm a light sleeper.
I would. Okay. So if I'm woken up, I would have approached the door. I would have been like, "Who is it?" I would have said, "Charlie, I need a jump." can I get a jump from you? I would have been like, I don't have any electrical cables. Good night. I just
What
wouldn't
if the
even answer the
what
door again.
what if the person say, I have cables?
I'd be like, I have a phone. I'm calling the cops. Good night. Like there's no rule that says you have to be nice to anybody. Okay.
Right.
This is
I
why
get
the
it.
angriest man is the angriest man in Orlando, because there is no rule that says I have to do this for you. No matter who they are. There's nothing that says you have to do it. Now, there's the Bible that says you should do it out of the goodness of your heart, out of respect for other people, out of representing the rule, do unto others as others do unto you. There's karma. If you believe that what you give out is what you're going to get back, I understand those beliefs are out there. But here's my reality. There is no rule or law that says I have to be nice to you because you are who you are. Because think about this. That person, when Charlie is in bed at night, ready to lay his head down and dream of whatever the hell he's going to dream about, is he thinking of the nicest man in Orlando?
Listen, I wouldn't care if it was in the daytime. Okay, I
No, he's
wouldn't
not.
care.
He's not thinking about you. He's thinking about his paycheck coming up because he's got to get that new battery. He's thinking about some girl he's probably trying to go after. He's thinking about some new TV he wants. So you don't
And
need to
that's
think
fine.
about him. You
If it was
don't
in the
need to
daytime,
think about
I
him.
wouldn't care. But I'm just saying, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's just crazy to me. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have the nerve to. I couldn't even get up the nerve to knock on nobody's door at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, unless you're the police and you got a warrant, my door is not opening. So don't come around my house. Don't look in the windows. Don't do any of that. Unless you're invited in, vampire rules. Unless you're invited in, you're not getting in the house.
Okay, I just had to
Yeah.
bring that up to see because it's I don't know, And you know I don't like being mean to people. I'm like, okay, listen,
I
I'm gonna
get
give
it,
you a
but
jump.
3 in the morning,
Right,
I would no,
absolutely
I don't
nonsense.
owe anybody anything at 3 in the morning.
I get it. I absolutely get it.
Yeah.
So what's going on for tonight?
Did you
I
get
know
a
you
nap
mentioned
at least?
I went back to
Take a
sleep
little power
around
nap.
4. Yes, I got a power nap. That's what it
Okay.
was.
Okay, there you go. So you're a little better. All right.
When talking about when I got off today?
Yeah.
No, I was at my
Oh,
sister's house playing spades.
so you woke up, went outside, did the charge, and then went back in. And what? Oh,
I,
you went
I
back to sleep then. You went back to sleep then.
no, because I just can't fall back to
No.
sleep.
Oh shit. What
So
happened
yeah,
then?
I was
You
on the
just
phone watching TV, and then I fell asleep probably around 4 or quarter to 5, and then my alarm went off at 6 o'clock.
okay, so you slept an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, all right. Okay.
But
All
it
right.
won't happen again because I'm not opening. I'm not doing it again. Not that
No.
time of morning.
Do you have your chain?
hmm hmm
Oh, I would have just opened the door of that chain part and like, what do you want? No. Good night.
I can see you doing that. I can see you doing
Yeah,
that.
it's his responsibility. He's an adult. It's his responsibility. He needs to figure life out.
Listen, I
And
understand
using the
things
new
happen.
neighbor is not the way to do it.
Right. I understand things do happen.
Okay.
I fully understand that. But 3 in the morning is a no-no.
Next Friday he's gonna be like, hey, do you have $20 for gas? I need
I
some
bet you
gas to
don't.
get to
I bet that's a
work.
lie. No, I don't say no, I'm
I
good.
gotta get
No,
to
no,
work.
no,
I don't
no.
want to lose
So
my
what's going on
job.
for tonight?
All
What's
right, so I just got news. We have a special guest at the DNC, not on our show, at the DNC. It's gonna be Beyonce tonight
right?
to welcome Kamala Harris to becoming the presidential candidate officially.
Right.
So
It was
they're
Oprah last night.
Yes, it was Oprah last night. I
Hmm.
caught a little bit of
It
her
it was
speech. Yes.
Oprah and Michelle Obama last night.
Was it Michelle last night? No, 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 no. Wasn't she on Tuesday night?
Well,
She was on
what
Tuesday
that?
night because Barack was right
Okay,
after her. Yeah,
okay,
that was Tuesday night. Yeah.
yeah. And then
Which
they
I gotta
said
say, yeah, go ahead.
LeJohn LeJohn was
Yes.
yesterday or something.
Tuesday night, he represented for
Okay,
Georgia.
okay.
Yes.
And I guess Trump played whatever song of Beyonce's on, and he didn't get permission, so now that's going on.
Oh, he does that a lot. He
So
didn't care.
right, he got so much
Yeah.
money, the man don't care.
Yeah.
He's stupid anyway. I just love him because he's stupid, and he don't care what come out his mouth.
Oh, yeah. It's an unpolished look, but it's a real look. Okay.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
has, I will say this, he has toned it down this campaign season versus 2016. 2016 was really just whatever, whatever, but he's toned it down a little this season.
You think
So
so?
I think old age may be hitting him a little. And yeah.
I, I did
Yeah,
that
because
bullet scare.
there hasn't been as many sound bits and there hasn't been as many funny nicknames for people. Like by now, he should have had a name for Kamala, and he hasn't come up with one yet. I don't think he has one. So yeah, it's a little toned down. Yeah,
You know, yeah.
but yeah, they're pulling out Beyonce. Rumored was also Taylor Swift, but I think she's out of the country right now, so I don't think she'll be there.
Right.
But yeah,
You know, I love a Taylor Swift now.
well, it's funny. She has not actually endorsed anyone yet,
Oh,
which
okay.
I really thought she would have already endorsed Joe, but she ended up not doing it, and now Kamala's in the ticket, so she has not come out and endorsed her yet.
Oh, okay.
So, and she has endorsed before. She endorsed
Taylor Swift
Hillary
said she's talking about
Clinton.
making she's talking
So,
about making her coins. She said she ain't got time for that.
well, we'll see if
Yeah,
the if the
you're not
Brinks
a
truck
Taylor Swift
rolls
fan.
up, you say yes. Doesn't matter how
If the
much money
what?
you got. If the Brinks
Oh,
truck rolls up, you say yes.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Taylor Swift, she a billionaire, right? She close to it or something like that.
She's close to it, I think.
Okay, so some things you can turn down because she have no kids.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she thinking about having a child one day, because who is she gonna leave all her coins to?
The rumor is her she and Travis may be getting married.
Okay,
I
I
don't
told
know.
you, I told you that it was gonna last. You thought
Cause he's an
differently.
idiot.
I know she
I I
probably like that though.
I underestimated how much of an idiot he is. Now, I thought he's still young. He's one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He's still got plenty of years to go out and party and do whatever he really wants to do. Like maybe he's just gonna ride her for 6 months and then it'd be gone. That's what I thought. But no, I underestimated his idiocy because it's like, dude, really? You could be Tom Brady level right now because he's in retirement now. He's off the board. And you could be like model type Giselle Bundchen material. And and you just walking over to Taylor Swift like what?
Well, you like who
What?
you like and you love who
What?
you love, right?
I
So
guess.
it suits them
But
perfectly fine, and it seems like they're happy, so let them be.
But I'll say this: if you ask a guy when he's fresh out of high school what type of girls he likes, it is not going to be the same when he gets into a management role and has money and all this other stuff. It's going to
But you never
change.
know.
It's going to change
You you,
drastically.
you never know. You never know
It does because he
because
has
you
more
like
options. Everything's opened up now.
right.
When you're
I
fresh out of high
understand that,
school, you're like
but
trying to just hit the girl at the Wendy's cash
but
register.
you still like who you like, and some
No,
people don't let
no,
money change them. Some people do not let money change them because money ain't gonna change me. I'm still gonna like who I like.
it's
So
not even money.
hey,
I
what?
know guys that dated a certain type in high school. 20 years later, they're not with anybody that type. I've seen their
Right,
last few
but
girlfriends
because
didn't look anything at all.
some people let money change them.
No, they don't have any
So
money. He's still broke as a joke.
but I'm saying,
Nothing
people
changed.
do change,
But
but that don't give a person the right to say, "Oh, now that I got money, I don't like that type anymore." No, you still be you, still like what you like because they are out there.
yeah, but if you get beat up by that type, you do change. Like, all right,
What people
let's
do
take this.
change.
Let's take this down. Let's take this down this road. Let's say you're into fat girls. All right, you're dating all these fat
Well, we're
girls.
not
They
going
end
to
up
say
just
fat girls. We're not going to say fat girls.
why?
We're going to say he- healthy girls.
That's
Don't
not
call nobody
healthy.
got.
Yeah, even
No,
Lizzo
that's mean.
realized. You don't see
That's
her. She's
mean.
she's she's in the gym now. She's trying to cut the weight, and
Okay,
I'm
and that may
proud of
be
that.
so, but
Good for
just
her.
say just say healthier girls, not fat. You don't call nobody
Because that's
fat,
not healthy. If you go
but
to
it's
your doctor
still,
and you
but
weigh
you
250
can
pounds,
say
is your doctor gonna say you're
just
healthy?
say no. The doctor gonna say, hey, I encourage you to lose some weight. You don't say anything to hurt nobody's feelings by calling them fat. You know,
You're fat. That's the truth.
okay, it may be true, but you don't tell nobody that because you don't know deep down inside what they're going through, and you may push them overboard by calling them fat.
I'm pushing them to get into the gym or at least get exercise. Look, I've stopped exercising myself for the last 6 months, and I'm starting to get fat. I'll say it.
Listen, well, okay,
I'm
but
starting to get fat.
you can say that about you, right?
Right.
Because you're critiquing your own self. So,
Right.
but when it comes to other people, I'm just saying you got to be careful what you call people these days because it's a lot of people have, it's not confident in
Right.
themselves. And
Okay.
so I try to be mindful. I'm not going to call somebody fat. I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna call somebody that's on drugs a rockhead or whatever. Like, hey, the individual that's on drugs, I try to be mindful because they still human beings no matter what. You don't have to call them out their name. That's all I'm saying.
But
Because some
okay.
people, like you could hit a wall and it's fine to you. Some people could hit that same wall, it's not fine to them. Some things you could take, right? Because you're strong enough to take it. Some people is not strong enough to take certain things when people call them, especially a name. It's just some things you just don't do.
But I'm stating the truth.
Okay, you
We,
may be stating the truth, but what I'm saying, I'm trying to get you to understand you just don't call nobody fat.
I don't think people should lie to other people. If you're fat, you're fat. If you're a 450-pound dude and you're eating Big Macs every night, you're fat.
Right, right. You could say that,
Right?
but not tell them that. You know what I'm saying?
Why shouldn't I tell them that?
Okay, now if you their best friend, yes. Because I believe best friends should be able to say whatever is on their mind, agree to disagree, and let that be that, right? But if there's
Mm.
somebody you don't know and you see them out, oh, look at that fat person where they can hear you or whatever the case may be, it's just certain things you don't do. But now if it's a friend, hey, Joe, Sarah, whatever the person name is,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should cut back on this because it's not healthy for
Mm-hmm.
one. So it's just me. I try to be mindful what I say to people because what if the person already think about suicide or they just got a lot going on within because of the way they look, shape, the way it could be a lot of different things, and then for you to come around and say it, that's hurtful.
That's
That's all I'm
reality.
saying. No, it's reality. I get it, but everybody can't take it. That's all I'm saying. You know,
The reality is
I
the
just don't.
reality.
Okay, I just
But
don't
there's
believe in
ways
the
to
name calling.
change.
Right, but
Okay.
I just don't believe in the name calling. That's all I'm
It's not
saying.
it's a description of a person. If I see a obese individual who just robbed a bank and is running down the street, and the cop asks me who just robbed the bank. I'm like, yo, that fat guy right there just robbed that bank.
Right,
And
and
most
it's
people are
okay to
gonna say
say
it
it,
like
but
that.
you're saying it to where the person can't even hear you too. That's all I'm saying. You saying it to where the person can't even hear you. Say it.
So I just said it and nobody was listening.
But what
Getting
I'm saying
back
is
to what
you have to
getting
just be
back to
mindful
it.
what you call people. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want somebody
But
saying certain things about you, right?
why?
Okay, so therefore you can take it. Everybody can't take
No,
the
wait.
harshness.
Why would I not want someone telling me my deficiencies?
Okay, and some people can stand it, and you strong enough to withheld what someone telling you, right? So therefore, which is fine, great. You got
Right.
that wall that you can say, "Hey, say what you need to say. You're not going to hurt my feelings." Okay, which is
Right.
good. Everybody is not strong enough to take it. That's all I'm saying.
But I'd rather just not be lied to.
That's
Like
not you're not being lied to. If you
of course I'm being
say,
if
"Hey,
someone okay, let's go. Let's see this. Let's see this right here. If someone will walk up to me and be like, wow, man, you look so good. Are you ready to go out tonight? I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you crazy? I look like a homeless bum right now. Okay. I need a haircut. I need a shave. I need to get myself looking better. I want someone to actually tell me that and say, dude, when's the last time you got a haircut, man? You need to go get a haircut. Like, you got to look
okay,
better. You got to like, get better. Like,
that's what friends are for, to tell
not
you."
even friends. Like, if
But
you
you
haven't
don't want no.
seen me in
But
5 years, tell me that. I've had girls that tell me,
okay,
hey, your wardrobe is atrocious. You should get better clothing.
well, I
Thank
tell
you.
you
I
that.
should go get better. Exactly. So there's
But
nothing wrong with that.
me and you been knowing each other long enough to be able to tell each other that too, right?
So if somebody walked in tomorrow wearing polka dot pants and striped shirt, you wouldn't tell them that doesn't go well together.
No, now listen. I'm a think it, but I'm not going to tell that individual that because I may be hurting that individual feelings. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I don't know that person to tell this person that. What's wrong with you?
I would tell it right to their face. I'm like, what, you
And,
walking
and,
out of a
and it's
clown show or something? What the hell's wrong with you?
but you don't know the individual to tell this person that,
But I'm just stating the obvious.
right? And
Right.
it's okay, but you keep
Right.
that to yourself because you could tell all you want, but it's not nice to tell a person certain things, especially if you don't know the individual.
Okay. So, how would you like me to state that statement that I said?
About the polka dot,
No, about the fat chicks.
You just say, hey, okay. You don't say, look at them fat girls. You can think it because people gonna think it. People gonna think it. I'm just saying, don't verbally say it to where these people could hear you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so nobody can hear us right now because we only got like one viewer right now.
Yeah,
So,
but
guy's been dating fat girls through his early dating life. Okay.
okay,
Reaches his 30s, gets a new job, decides, maybe I'm going to date a skinny girl and see what that's like. Kind of curious.
right.
Never tried. Gets himself dolled up, goes over to local wine bar, meets a nice skinny girl, has a wonderful night. Boom! Changes his whole perception on everything, decides to go with a totally different dating mode.
And that's okay for him to do that.
Yeah. So people change.
People do change. I'm just
Right.
saying you have to be mindful of what you call people. That's all I'm saying.
Not really, but go. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's America. This is the
Listen
land
here.
of the free. To
Okay. It's
call
okay.
whatever,
And it's
whoever
fine.
you want.
Okay,
Right.
fine. Fine. So
Right.
you say you
Right.
seen something on TMZ. What did you see on TMZ? Was that
Okay, we could
the
talk about that. Did you hear about the gay penguin in Sydney who passed away?
the who?
Gay penguin in Sydney. Let me pull up the
No.
article. Famous gay penguin Sven is dead at 11 years old.
Are you talking
Okay,
about
let
an
me hold
animal?
on. Yeah, that's what I saw on TMZ. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Da, 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 da. Is it sharing? Is it there? Wait a minute. There we go. Wait, pull that up. Hold on. Are we there? Hold on. We're messing around. Hold on. Do 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 do. Cancel that. Hold on. Okay, bring us back. Bring us back. All right. So I'll just read the article since we seem to have a problem sharing the screen. Viral gay penguin Sven is dead at 11. Raised 2 chicks with a male penguin partner. Sven, a famous gay penguin in Sydney, has died, and his partner penguin paid his respects in a heartbreaking way. So when Sven was laid out for mourning, his partner Magic came out and started making penguin sounds, penguin squawks or something like that. So it was a very touching moment right there. So yeah, just wanted to see what you thought about the gay penguins.
I think it's cute.
Very tragic story. Yeah.
Right. I mean, hey, they get cancer like us. They get these other diseases and issues and illnesses. So hey, if one died and the partner is grieving, I mean, hey, he's grieving because his partner died. Because a lot of animals is very smart. They
Mhm.
smart and they know what's going on, whether people want to accept it or not. So hey, I mean, it's sad to see that his partner has passed, um, and now he's alone. Correct? So
Yes, at least for the mate until mating season.
right.
Then who knows?
So
He might
with
go to a girl penguin. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Because all right. I'm gonna bring this question up because this is such a messed up show anyway already so far. Let's just bring this up. All right. So my business is slow right now, so I got a lot of time on my hands, and I think about stuff. So, question: do you think it's easier to turn a gay man or a lesbian?
I want to say I don't want to say lesbian. I just want to say lesbian. I
Okay,
think
that's what I was
I,
thinking
I
too. Okay,
I
okay.
always thought that, to me, it's easier for a girl to turn a girl than a guy to turn a guy, right?
Oh, wait, wait,
To
wait. You're
me,
okay. You're thinking. Oh, okay. You're thinking turn them. Okay. Oh, all right. Hold on. We'll do my question first. Turn them straight.
what?
Yes. Do you think? Which would you think is easier to turn straight, a gay man or a lesbian?
Oh,
Now, I think
Jesus.
lesbian.
Me too. Me too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, to flip it the other way, because I think that's where you were going. Do gay men become gay men quicker, or do lesbians become lesbians quicker? And I want to say gay men become gay men quicker
I
because
don't think
I've
so.
met some men who ended up turning gay, and they were
Well,
straight for a long time. So,
it all depends on what they've been through too, as well.
right, right.
So, but I always thought that it used to be the female part, because to me, when you're in the club and you see females dancing on one another, they don't care. They just out
Mm,
having fun.
mm.
So to me, it was easier to turn a
Yeah, but
female that way.
that's a fake lesbian. See,
No,
that's
no, 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 no,
those.
no, no, no. I'm saying, like, some females don't mind if another female dance on them, touch their tatas and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
That's
I
been
don't.
going on forever, but she'll be as
Right. It's been.
straight as an arrow in the morning because it's like that Katy Perry song. I kissed a girl and I liked it, but then it turns out that she's still going with her boyfriend or whatever at the end of the song. So,
But I just
I,
think it was a song just to be made, and that's it.
well, somebody was
And
trying to manipulate society with that song.
right, yes, I remember when
Yeah.
that song came out, because they said, "Well, what if she would have said what if a guy would have wrote that same song? I kissed the boy and I
Mm,
liked it." Okay, they
mm,
went up for a Katy Perry song, but they wouldn't
mm.
have if a
That would have been
guy
a
would have
Frank
sung
Ocean hit, though.
it. I don't know.
I think you would have had a hit with that one.
Probably so, but it's
Probably.
easier to accept females in the lifestyle than a guy in the lifestyle.
Yes, yes, because the media has pushed that a lot
Right. Because you
with
got
like
cause you got your
the L
daddy, your
word, and you've
brothers.
got other shows like that were like
See,
pushing
I
this
want to stop
like
my brothers.
women's
I could
women with
I
women.
could care less about what my brother was thinking. I was gonna be me. I didn't care. And my God rest my mom, so I love her. She had my back 100%. So I want to stop my brothers. Me and my dad didn't get along anyway, so I want to stop him anyways.
Mm,
But God rest his soul. But you know, I was fortunate enough for my mama to love me no matter what.
right.
Everybody don't get that privilege from their parents. Because some people do get pushback from their parents. So I just seen an article on YouTube about, I want to say that the young guy was 13. He just turned 13. And his
Mm,
auntie and mom supports him because he wanted a lace front to go to school in, whatever the case may be, right? So
mm-hmm,
his mom and auntie was supportive of him, and they really so they got his hair done, got him a lace front, and they came back. She was giving her son props on how nice he looked with it. So I just think it's a lot of variations when it comes to individuals in their home and how they being
mm,
raised and being accepted or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I mean,
mm.
now it's like, to me, it shouldn't be a shocker to nobody if somebody find out somebody gay, right? We're in 2024. Okay. Why is you in shock? Why?
Well, I think position of where the person's at in life. Like
They
if
still
they've
got
been
to be
married
them.
with 3 kids and then come out as gay, it's like, wait a minute, you had 3 kids. You didn't
Yeah.
realize you didn't like that? Like
Well, you had some that
that's
I
real
have
strange.
just
You
from a personal experience from friends, right?
uh uh
They were just hiding it because they didn't want. They knew that they family would not accept them, right?
okay. Okay.
I always told them that I just felt like, okay, if you had a one child, right, and
Mm,
you just doing it for the family, right? You shouldn't do it for the
right.
family. Be you, whether you, I mean, because you got to be happy in the long run. You have to be happy. You got to be you, regardless,
Right.
right? So, so yeah, I've met people that have told me, I because I hid it from my family. I know this is what my dad want, or whatever the case may be. So,
Mm.
I was true to the game. I told them that's not my cup of tea. Females want my cup of tea, and I stuck with it. So I ain't got no. Uh-uh.
Okay. Do you ever think
Right.
there's been anyone? Now I don't know anyone, that's why I'm asking this, who came out as gay, but then realized they didn't really like it and went back to being straight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have some
Curious.
people
Okay.
that just curious, curious, tried it. Okay, I tried it. I didn't like it, so it is what it is, right?
Mm.
And that's it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm in my 50s, so I done seen it all, heard it all. So yeah,
Right.
I mean, you have some say, "Hey, I'm just curious." Um, I actually met an individual like that. Like, hey, it's been on my mind for the last year or two. I just want to try it. And then the advice that I um, gave this individual was, hey, um, whoever you decide to try it with, you know, make sure you know that person, make sure that person is clean and da 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 XYZ, because
Mm.
it's something that you got to live with for the rest of your life. So, and he was like,
Right.
oh, I didn't think of it that way. I'm like, yeah, I say, choose the right
Well,
individual.
that's the same in the straight world too. So, like, you could still get a disease from anybody. Like, we
No,
had
I'm
an
saying
experiment,
right.
and like,
I'm just
in
saying, choose the one that you want to experience with wisely. Because
right.
this something you just don't go get a random person. Hey, I mean, you can if that's what you want to do. If you want to go to the gay club
Yeah.
and whatever the case may be, it is what it is. I was just
Right.
telling him, if you want to experience with another guy,
Mm.
just choose the right person. You
Right.
know, I had
Let me.
I've had someone come up to me and say, "Hey, I want to try it because I've known you for some time or whatever,
Mm. Mm.
and I know you clean, you this, you that, whatever the case may be." So
Right.
yeah,
'Cause an experiment we had in junior high health class. Props to Mr. Pinto for this one.
no
So we all
problem.
have these little cups with like maybe like a quarter cup of fluid in it. It's clear fluid. Everybody has a cup. So what he says to do is get up, walk around the class, find one other person, put your cup of fluid into their cup, put their cup of fluid into your cup, and then equally separate it again. So we do this. He says, okay, get up, do it again. So we do it about 3 or 4 times. We all sit down. Excuse me. So he has a little eyedropper. He comes back around and he puts a drop of let's just say it was iodine or something. It says
Mhm.
if the iodine turned your fluid blue, you had the contaminant. So a couple of the cups, I think it was only like 2 or 3 out of a class of 30, had a contaminant in the fluid. So as he walked around, he put the drops into everybody's cup, and it turned out like half the class had the contaminant in their cup then. So it just showed you that even if you went and chose the person, it didn't matter, because you would think you were going to go choose your friend, you were going to go choose somebody you knew.
That's true.
Maybe you were
That's
going to
true.
end up with somebody you didn't know or you didn't like in the class. And it just showed the randomness of STDs to, what were we, 8th graders? To 8th graders,
Mhm.
which was a real wake up call. Like 90s health, I think, was like the best health out there, because it basically scared the crap out of you from doing anything.
Mhm.
Okay? You didn't want to get an STD, you didn't want to get somebody pregnant, you didn't want to be caught by anyone or get in trouble or anything. It basically gave you the do not have sex at all kind of lesson.
Well,
And
right now,
I think a lot more people were saved because of that
well, I go get
versus
checked from the
the
rooter. I go get checked from the rooter to the tutor. I get everything. I go to my primary care doctor. Hey, he asks these questions. He like, okay, we finna do the swab, we finna do the urine, and we finna do the blood. We finna do it all. I say, well,
hmm,
let's do it. I go to Quest, do whatever I need to do. He was like, hey, if I call you, something came back bad. If you don't hear from me, you know you good. So let that be that, you know. And I just think it's important to go get checked no matter what. Um,
yes. And here's a good explanation. You don't just
right.
sleep with a person; you sleep with everyone they slept with.
Of course.
So
That's
yeah,
why you have to be
yeah,
very mindful of who you be with, you know.
right,
I don't want to sleep with a thought, you
right.
know. So, and if I feel like you a thought, or if I feel like if I'm in the club and you approach me and you call yourself digging me, liking me, I'm gonna watch you. Cause if I see you in
But
everybody's face and you give your number to everybody, child, please.
but the randomness is also there too. Like I know
Yes.
someone who slept with 2 guys and got a disease. And
Right.
I know someone who's been with over 100 guys and hasn't had anything.
Right. Right. Oh, I
So,
know. I've known people for
the
that.
randomness of this stuff is really the weird kicker of it. Like, yes, you put yourself in more of a chance with someone like sleeping around with everybody else, but it only takes that one time.
It only take at one time. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I just say, be careful out there with whatever decision you made, you know. So that's how I look at it.
Okay. Right. All right. Any
All
other
right.
interesting topics you want to throw in?
No, that was very
Or
interesting.
that
That
was
was
it?
very
Okay.
interesting. It was
It was a
cute. It was
shortened
cute.
show, but we got something in there.
Mm-hmm.
Got something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been with 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, any quote of the night?
Call of the night, since we was on these topics, be you, but be careful when you being you. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
choose wisely. Choose wisely. So
Right.
yeah.
And
So you ready?
exercise.
You ready for the weekend?
I am ready for the weekend.
I am.
It's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah.
Rest and
Okay.
relaxation. Yes.
That's it. All right. Close out the show.
All right. So, if you're watching live, thank you for watching. If you're watching on the playback, feel free to rewind the whole episode if you need to. We'll be back next Thursday at 8:00. Hopefully with no technical difficulties. I will upload this to Rumble after we're done because we weren't on Rumble. So you'll be seeing it once you see it. So that is it. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night. And
Good
enjoy the
night.
weekend.
Enjoy.